Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone had a great weekend, safe weekend. Let's make it a great week, folks. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. You get the Dow up 49, NASDAQ down 43, S&P's are flat. Gold contract up $2.90, traded at $1,234 an ounce. Silver up 24 cents at $18.63 an ounce. Platinum down $9 at $1,361 an ounce. Copper flat at $3.09 a pound. Light sweet crude up 62 cents at $92.89 a barrel. Bonds, you got the 10-year rejecting lower price. Lighter volume up 6 ticks now at 124.30. 10-year, 30-year, same deal. Rejected lower price this morning, has lighter volume up 10 ticks at 136.05. You're going to see those babies moving topside once again. King dollar up 25 ticks at 84.26. You got the euro down 25 at 129.30, and the yen is down 16 at 107.18. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look. And what do you have? You got a flat market out here, cash S&P. We're at 1984. If we go over the SPY and take a look at the SPY, the SPY, what you're going to see is this. You had a huge expansion of volume on Friday on the way down. Did 117 million shares. Nice expansion going into the number of 199.06. Right now, we're at 199.11. Under 199.06, folks, gets you in the lower range. That would set up the SPY down to the 190.55 mark. Dow Industrials, you take a look at the Dow Industrials. Dow is already inside the lower range. The Dow is up 49 right now. The Dow would have to get back over the 17,150 mark. Bottom line, what you have inside the Dow Industrials, and this is really cool how this is setting up, and this is what you have. Inside the Dow, so check this out. And this is really hard to do, folks. You have 370 million shares as the Dow is moving higher, right? Okay. Ready for some toast? The NASDAQ. The NASDAQ, folks, is leading the charge, and leading the charge with an extraordinary amount of volume on the way down. Right now, you get the composite down approximately 1%, 0.9% to be exact. You have monster volume. You're talking about unloading. Oh, baby, they are unloading this thing. So in the course of, 5 hours right now, it has just come back to August 19th. And what we have volume-wise is this. Volume, we've already done 1.5 billion shares in the and the NASDAQ. That's going to set up over a 2 billion share day as that baby heads south. NDX 100, the 3Qs, same setup in the 3Qs. The 3Qs had made highs out there with 36 million, 25 million. You're down now with 26 million. For the 3Qs, for the NDX 100 to get in the lower range, it would have to get into 97.51. I do expect you're going to see that. The large movers in the NASDAQ and the NDX 100, this is what you have. Tesla is getting toasted and roasted. Tesla right now is down 23 bucks. You got Activision off 111. Micron Tech is off 184. Let's see, Micron. 132. TripAdvisor is off $4. PCLN Priceline. This was another one that was getting whacked out here. It's down 12 bucks. That's not a huge amount. Tesla, if you do go over to the Tesla, which there was the huge short position in Tesla, but Tesla is just getting toasted. Tesla has done 14.5 million shares. And what's screaming for Tesla is this 225 level, and right now you're at 255. So it has a long way to go before you get down to the bottom out there. Gold contract. Let's go take a look at gold. So what we have with gold is this. Gold last week broke your May and your June swing points. Did it with volume, too, okay? So those correlations, first off, would have to get back inside the 1241. That's the bearish side of it. The bullish side of it, folks, is this, is that we are coming into, and it's going to be really hard to break this baby down. You're coming into the, there she is. You're coming into the last two lows that were made. The initial low in gold after making a high of 1920 went down for 2 years, made the low in June of 2013. That level there, it's coming down to that level with about a third of the volume. We tested that level in December of 2013. Bottom line, it's testing that level at about half the amount. If we want to take a look at the GLD, if you don't have the futures, you can line up the GLD on that aspect. We take a look at this on a 5-year basis, and what you're going to see is this. Last week you did 118 million shares. That was going into 185 million shares, and that was going into 254 million shares. So the bottom line is that that gold market looks to me like we got a third bottom that's coming in place. It would need a huge amount of volume in order to get to lower price. And what you have out here today is that the equities are actually moving higher, with gold not doing too much. King dollar. We go take a look at King dollar. What King dollar's done is this. King dollar's done a straight line move up. That little baby right now, I expect is going to back off somewhat. And what you're going to see out here is that King dollar is going to more than likely move back to somewhere around we're at 84.45 right now. I suspect whether it's going sideways, back up. On a longer-term basis, King dollar wants at 85, probably 89. Shorter-term basis, it's time for a break. It's time for a back down. Now, our phone number is 877-927-6648. Folks, if you go to the front page of our website at TFNN, we're going to have some fun out here. And what we're going to do, we're going to be giving $10,000 in cash away. And guess what? There's no entry fee. Everyone can come in here. What we're doing is that we're going to have a virtual trading competition. This is the first day that you can sign up for it. Go to the front page of TFNN. And as you go to the front page of TFNN, what you're going to see is right on the front page. Let me get this up. Whoops, not that one. There she is. Okay, so when you get that up, you're going to see a $10,000 virtual trading contest. The first prize, so first off, this is how it works. The sign-up starts today, and the actual contest is going to go until, is going to start on the 28th of September and go to Friday. That's on a Monday. That's on a Sunday, rather. Sunday night. You can start Sunday night. And it's going to go the full week. It's going to go to Friday, November 3rd. You have to sign up by Thursday, September 25th at noon, okay, in order to basically register. Each day, during those 5 days, we're going to be giving away $500 just for competing. There's going to be 5 different prize winners. So the bottom line is that even if you just trade that day, you have a chance of winning. The first place is going to be $3,000 in cash, second place $1,500, third place $750, fourth place $500, fifth place $500, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth, and 10th, each $250 apiece. Then we're giving away the Art of Time in the Trade. We're giving away some newsletters. Bottom line is that when you cut to the chase, I believe we're giving away about, okay, so there's going to be 70 total prizes, 45 winners, 35 cash prizes, 35 copies of The Art of Time in the Trade. It's a nice setup. It's on the Nadex platform. So what will end up happening is you come over to our website at TFNN, you sign up on the Nadex platform. What's going to happen is this, is that they'll put $25,000 of funny money into your account. Those accounts will be open, folks. It doesn't matter if you have a Nadex account right now or not. This is a separate account, so as you come over and sign up, if you're trading the Nadex product right now, great. You can still trade this. Everyone can trade it except folks that work for TFNN, okay? So the bottom line is that you sign up and get the sign-up done. Sunday, the 25th, no, Sunday, the Sunday the 28th, what will happen as soon as that exchange opens up, which on Sunday is going to open up at 6, you're off to the races. Check it out on the front page of TFNN. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. Nasdaq's getting smoked, folks, with volume. You stay right there. We're coming right back.
The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN, and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now. Daryl Martin coined the phrase diagnostic trading, and we're happy to announce that his diagnostic box spread analyzer has finally been released. The Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer helps you easily identify the best box spreads on Nadex in seconds, plus you receive access to the diagnostic deviation levels, as well as step-by-step training videos teaching you how to trade Nadex spreads so you can quickly master the mechanics of this simple yet powerful trading instrument. By pulling live data from the Nadex exchange, the Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer does all the math for you, calculating risk, reward potential, distance to break even for both outright spreads and spreads used to hedge the underlying market. Visit the front page of TFNN.com today to get your 2-week free trial to Daryl Martin's Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer and gain access to the valuable information it can provide when trading the Nadex box spreads.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen, live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den, absolutely free, for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
You take a hands-on approach to managing your investments, and whether you're bullish or bearish on Chinese stocks, the ETFs from Direction Shares are there to help you magnify your perspective. Bull ETFs for a rising market and bear ETFs for a falling market. Direction Shares gives you the tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at DirectionShares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor Foresight Fund Services, LLC.
With the launch of Tiger TV, TFNN has brought our programming to the next level. With Tiger TV, you can gain access to each host's charts and computer screens as they host their daily stock program. Whether it's Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, David White, Larry Pesavento, Andy Hecht, Thinkorswim, or Carol Martin, you can catch all of our technicians hosting their programs live and archived on Tiger TV for your viewing pleasure 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you haven't checked out Tiger TV, then visit TFNN.com and see what you're missing. Tom takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. We have the NASDAQ, the Dow up 44, NASDAQ down 45. S&Ps are flat, and as I was going over that contest, folks, okay, it's October 3rd. It goes for a week. It's September 28th till October 3rd. You can look at the front page of TFNN for all the details, and we're going to have quite a time with that, no doubt about it. And what does happen, no matter when you have to work, folks, okay, the contracts themselves trade just about 24 hours. So there's plenty to trade out there. What's going to get intriguing here is that what we do have is this. You have the currencies that are moving quite a bit. You get the commodities that are moving quite a bit. And, of course, now the NASDAQ start moving. I expect you're going to see more of all of that as we get into it. Not that it's the contest, but that's the type of market that we're in right now. Some of the high-volume stocks, and the NASDAQ has high volume, is going down. NYSE doesn't. This is what you have. Facebook's down 283. Yeah, it's interesting. Many of the high flyers are getting croaked here in a big way. You get Facebook down 286. You get Twitter down 264. Micron's off 130. Tesla is the big number. That's down 25 bucks out here. Inside the Dow Industrials, now this gets really interesting, and I am short American Express, but if you want to see something that's really wild, is that this weekend, American Express CEO was on the front page of Barron's, okay? And guess what? They couldn't still move the stock. They sucked a few people in, got the stock up at a point at the open today, and gave it up in spades. American Express is trading down 30 cents. Not that it's a big deal, but what you do have, you had the expansion of volume on Friday. We did 4.7 million. You have about 4 million today. It's going after the swing point down there at 85.75. That's on the short basis. So, you know, it's another $1.75 down. That's what it's going after on the daily. On the weekly, though, what you have is, guess what? This weekly baby is dangerous. We have a high volume low on the daily, on the weekly. I suspect it's going to be, let's see. Yeah, let's try this. It might be on the monthly, too. Yeah, on the monthly also. And it's subtle. It's really subtle. So you made a high. American Express made a high with 60 million shares. Then it comes down with 83 million. Thus far, this month, we've done 33 million. But that baby wants to get tested. That's on a shorter-term basis. It looks to me that American Express is going to be trying to run into the $78 area. Some of the other Dow stocks out here, you have Boeing down 78 cents. Oxy is up $1. If we look inside the Dow Industrials, because what you absolutely have here is divergence. The divergence being that the S&Ps are flat, the Dow is up, and the NASDAQ's getting toasted. So inside the Dow, that is putting juice into it. You have Pfizer up 47 cents. Chevron is up $1.69. Chevron's a dead cat bounce. That thing has already got taken to the cleaners. Travelers is up $1. Procter & Gamble is up 82 cents. Taking points away from the Dow Industrials, you have Microsoft down 57 cents. Boeing is off 77. You have Cisco down 15, and Caterpillar is off 43. Inside the NDX 100, what we have is this. And that's the big one, folks, because when you talk about taking it apart, they're taking it apart big time. Tesla is down 25 bucks. You have Activision off $1. Micron is down 130. You have TripAdvisor off 384. Putting juice into it, even though it's down so dramatically, is that you get NetApps is up 46 cents. You have Automatic Data up 49 cents. Garmin is up 21 cents, and Kraft Foods is up by 21 cents. Bottom line, you can see it just doesn't have the juice for higher price. It's let loose to the downside, and when you see indices, when they let loose, like the amazing thing, too, about the NASDAQ, folks, composite is this, is that it went not only over the highs of July 3rd, it went a huge amount of points over the highs of July 3rd. You know, when we're talking about, you know, last 2 weeks you were hanging up there at the $4,610 mark. Well, guess what? You know, in all of 2 days you're down 100 points. It's like, man, because in order for the NASDAQ to get into the lower range, you're dealing with 44.85. Now, 44.85 looked like a huge amount on Friday. Well, guess what? That is not a huge amount now. That amount only is 40 bucks. And right now we're down 45. So you can do it in a couple of days. You're coming down to that area, and you're coming down to that area with just monster volume. We take a look at some of the other sectors. You have the XLE. This is a dead cat bounce inside the XLE. What do you have in the XLE? You're up 69 cents today. This is down from, you're trading at 94.24. That's down from 101. You have juice behind the move, meaning that last week we broke the B, Point, and Brooker with some nice volume. We did, we did 59 million shares versus 65. You know, so you still need a little more juice, but a little bounce out here will do the job. The XLF inside the financials. What do you have inside the financials? Still a sideways move. The financials have a way to go before you get back inside the lower range. Inside the financials, we're at 23.39. You have to get with that. You have to come down about another 38 cents to be exact. I do expect that you're going to see it try to move down into those levels. The XAU, the HUI. Take a look at the gold and silver stocks. In both cases, which is really neat here, the XAU, the HUI, they have come back to the 18th and 19th of June. And they've done that on dramatically lighter volume. When you take a look at the aspect of the characteristic, how we came back last week, you did 112 million shares versus 141 million in the XAU. We go look at the HUI. What you have inside the HUI is this. That's the Gold Bugs Index. We take a look at that on a weekly basis. And let's get this volume up here. So what we have there is that you come back with 82 million shares versus 92. So in both cases also, what we've done is this. The XAU is at 219.33. We've hit 217.54 today, so that's testing the lows of last week. Now what you're going to look for is that even lighter volume than last week. If that's what you get, if you get a rejection of price, meaning the swing low from last week, you have lighter volume, and you're over that price, here we go. That would be all of the above that you want to go topside. The bond market, now this is where it's going to get really, like, can bonds hold at this price point? What they've done thus far today is this. They've made a lower low this morning, rejected that low, going topside, and that's without hitting the lower swing. The 10-year, the swing on the 10-year is 123.12. We got to 123.29 and rejected it. The 30-year, you got to take a look at the 30-year. What we have with the 30-year is this. 30-year got to a low of 135.26. The swing point on that is 134.31. Same setup. Rejected, lower price, has lighter volume. I do expect that you're going to have to build some cars now because of the way it came down so quick in order to get the higher price. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. Don't forget, folks, you get the virtual trading competition. You can sign up right now. And do us a favor, folks. If you like TFNN, go tell 3 friends about the trading competition. Let's get some action going here. It's a beautiful thing. The Dow up 43, NASDAQ down 44, S&P's a flat. We're going to be right back.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock in option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Andy Heck's powerful weekly newsletter, the Technomental Commodity Report, has delivered multiple triple-digit winning trades in recent months. And right now's the perfect time to get a full month-long trial to Andy's newsletter with no obligation to pay anything. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Technomental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you'll lock in the low rate of only $59 a month. Sign up right now for the Technomental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today. Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund is currently offering 4-year first mortgages on many of the fully renovated properties that it has purchased. The first mortgages are third-party appraised with a maximum loan-to-value ratio of 70%, providing a secured investment that pays a fixed return of 5% annually, which works out to a monthly income of more than $416 per $100,000 investment with your principal intact and secured. These 4-year first mortgages are perfect for anyone looking for a secured investment that provides monthly income much like a CD. For more information, email tigerfund@tfnn.com or click on the Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund banner along the right side of the tfnn.com homepage, or call our office directly at 877-518-9190. There's a limited supply, so act now.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. You get Big Blue is up 62 cents. You have Big Mac up 7. Hewlett Packard is down 26. You got Walmart up 5. Inside the indices, you have some nice divergence, meaning the Dow is up 45, the Nasdaq's down 44. But guess what? It's not divergence inside the art of timing the trade. Why? Because what you have is this. You have the Nasdaq up 46 with volume that's so light it's amazing. The Nasdaq Composite down 44 with monster volume. Bottom line, what does that mean? Guess what? You're going to see a maybe slight bounce on the Dow Industrials. Light volume, that's setting up an ABC structure on the way down. The Nasdaq has already proven itself, meaning that they're getting out of town so quick they can't see straight. Let's go to Larry in Dallas. Hey, Larry, what's going on?
Hey, Tom, good to talk to you. Good show as always.
Thanks so much.
What can you tell me about Midway Gold, MDW?
Okay, so you get Midway. They explore. They're an exploration company. They're just about ready to do their first pour in Nevada. The low is 72, the high is 144. At this point, they don't take any money in. Now, are you buy this, or do you own it already, or what?
No, I don't own it. It just saw it popped on the screen, and it was up quite a bit today.
Okay, so let's take a look at this. We'll pull this back, get this on a monthly, and what you have on a monthly basis is this. June was decent. You know, you didn't get price movement in it, but what you got is this, folks, is that in June, you went from a price point of 79 cents to 93. You did it with some juice. 153 to 239 is not a bad setup right there.
Do you like this stock?
And when you say, no, inside the context of liking this stock and directing you somewhere else, no, I direct you to Great Panther. And this is why. So watch how this shakes out, folks, okay? So this stock here has a low of 72 cents and a high of 144, has a market cap of 167 million, right? We go over to Great Panther. We own Great Panther, by the way, too, okay? You go over to the Great Panther. It has a low of 66 cents, a high of 149, and it has a market cap of 152 million, okay? So when you see this, okay, so we're talking 152 versus 167. So Midway has a higher market cap. Then you go back over to Great Panther, and Midway doesn't take in any money, okay? You go look at Great Panther, and Great Panther is taking in $54 million a year. And this is the kicker with Great Panther, by the way, folks. This is what you have. So you're at $1.10, so it's the same price structure, right? You have a high volume high on a monthly basis at 149. What you also have is that when you take this and we put this on a weekly basis, what you're going to see is this. You're going to see a high volume spike in August of 2013 at 134. You get the next one at 138, which was February of 21, and then this is the big baby, July of July, the week of July 11th. You get 149, and then when you really kick the baby back, what you get, folks, is you have high volume high at 504. So.
Okay. Thanks, Tom. I appreciate the good info.
Okay. Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. And, you know, what we do know, folks, is that high volume highs get tested. But that correlation there, you can do that correlation in between Midway on a fundamental basis and or a technical basis. Bottom line is that, and this, what we have had is this also, folks, okay? If you're going to buy a stock that has zero gross revenue, you have to make sure, and some of them do, but you have to make sure that they have enough money to stay in business. Because this has been a tough downdraft in the gold market the last year and a half to 2.5 years. That's the essence of it. 877-927-6648. We go over and we take a look at the silver market, SIZ4. So inside of silver, what we have out here today, silver is at 1863. Now, silver's going to have to get back inside the 1870 level. But what's really wild is that when we do look at the let's go to the SLW. When you look at the correlation, gold was much stronger than silver. Then, you know, what ended up happening as I was breaking bottoms, then all of a sudden silver is much closer to getting back inside its range than gold. They're both going after the last lows that were out here. In silver's case, if we look at the SLW, it did 64 million shares versus 111 million. So you can see in both instances, meaning that 111 million was June of 2013. In both cases, you're coming into those lower swing points. You're doing it with lighter volume. And that's after having been built basically about a year and a half of cause for higher price. So when we're talking about cause for higher price or lower price, folks, the way you do it on a technical basis is that the market itself is going to set up the channels. And all you're really doing is you put your crossbars on the top of the channel and the bottom of the channel. And what you're looking for is that where is the force? If equities want to go higher or anything wants to go higher, what you'll see is that every spike as you're going up higher, you'll see an expansion of volume. Stock backs off, equities back off, they all do the same thing. As it gets to the bottom of that range, guess what will end up happening? You're going to see it contract. When you have both sides lined up, which we do, bottom line, I suspect in the next few days what you're going to see a rejection of lower price. We have the lighter volume. Then what you'll be looking for is a sign of strength as the baby goes topside. What we're going to have out here, you get Wednesday is the Fed. I'm not sure what day the vote is. Well, it's the 18th, I believe. So today, yeah, the vote in Scotland versus England, that's going to be on the 18th. And if you want to see and really get to understand what power is all about, folks, you want to watch how not just the vote shakes out. What you want to watch is that how other powerful players in the world relate to the aspect of what are the consequences for Scotland if they vote to go away from England. I heard so many, bottom line is that I hope the vote goes through, folks, okay? Meaning that they do go to independence. But I've learned so much in the context of the power players. They can't stand it. They can't stand it when anyone can think for themselves. There is no doubt about it. One of the turncoats, okay, with Neil Ferguson, he wrote a piece today in the Wall Street Journal. Now, this guy's Scottish, Harvard professor, ball of wax. And so he wrote, and this is where factually it's a mind blower. So he writes that the Nazi, okay, so this is about oil too, by the way, okay? So you get Nazi oil. Well, if in fact the Scots vote for being free, they're going to own 90% of the oil. So he was bringing up the aspect, well, hey, there's not much oil left. And he was bringing up the aspect, will they be in debt? Well, you know what, folks? Just normal accounting, okay? When you bring up one side of the equation and not the other side of the equation, the other side of the equation goes like this. Guess what? There's only 5 million people in Scotland. If they get 90% of the oil out of the North Sea, they could be just like one of the kingdoms in the Middle East, and no one has to work. That's not going to happen. They're going to stay working. But my point is that I remember when the dollar was going down the tubes beyond belief, and when we started the gold report, I felt that was going to happen. And yeah, it did. Okay, 121 to 70. But the correlation that we're never going to come back, I would never bid on any of that. And the reason being is that everyone that basically says the United States is going down the tubes, and the dollar is going down the tubes, and our debt structure so high, they do one part of the balance sheet. What is our debt versus what the asset is? Bottom line, you always need two parts of the balance sheet, okay? And, you know, the bottom line now, yes, the dollar wants to go higher. And what is it against? You know, you had what I thought was intriguing. Rick Santelli today was basically saying, they were asking about the dollar, why it's so strong. He says, no, it's not the dollar strong, it's that the euro is weak, and the euro is 60% of the dollar index. Well, it is. But guess what? It has everything to do with what is the competition. That's the bottom line. So it's like, you're going to be kidding me. I can't believe that they're even making that argument, okay? That'd be like saying that you have a baseball team, a football team, or a hockey team that's winning, and they just say, well, everyone else stinks. Well, guess what? That's all that matters. All that matters in a competition, and all that matters for the dollar, is the dollar worth more than the rest of the currencies? Because what that does is that puts more money in your pocket every day, folks. That's what it comes down to. It puts more, because all currency is that it's a means that you can take care of yourself and your family and your cities. And if it's stronger, guess what? You can take better care of them. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there. We're coming right back. Don't forget, folks, we're giving $10,000 away in cash. Go to the front page of our website at TFNN and sign up for that virtual trading competition.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman wave sequence. Using the Chapman wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
We're told to follow our passion and everything else will fall into place. I hope that's what each of you are doing each and every day. Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Money Master Show at TFNN.com, and my passion for technical analysis is what led me to the most fundamental discovery in pattern recognition, the Rhodes Momentum Indicator, market scanner, and trading strategy. A set of tools that identify the momentum and power of the trend, the likes of which have never been seen before, for every market and every time frame. Yes, folks, the trend is your friend, unless you're on the other side. New to technical analysis? This is the place to start. And experienced traders take advantage of the trend like never before. Experience the power of the Rhodes Momentum Indicator each day, available to subscribers of my newsletter service, Mastering Probability. I guarantee your satisfaction for the next 30 days unconditionally, so there's no risk to you other than being on the wrong side of the trend. Mastering Probability, available on the homepage of TFNN.com. And folks, live with passion.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartley's, ABC's, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
No matter where you listen to TFNN programming, we want you to know you can always access your favorite shows on demand through TFNN.com. TFNN airs live programming every market day from 8 a.m. till 6 p.m. Eastern, and you can view each program by accessing Tiger TV through our homepage. We even have an easy link for all mobile devices, including iPhones and iPads, located at the top right-hand corner of the TFNN homepage. You can use your smartphone to view Tiger TV, but if you don't have a mobile connection that can keep up with streaming live video, then you can simply visit TFNN.mobi in the browser of your smartphone for live streaming audio of all of our programs. The mission of TFNN is to educate our audience directly and interactively through our interactive website and radio call and talk shows. TFNN is able to teach all levels of investors the technical skills needed to trade in today's marketplace. In order to get the best information possible, TFNN has assembled the most respected financial minds in the country to provide the most current news and comprehensive advice available. TFNN.com. Educating investors. This segment is brought to you by TFNN. test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. Right now, you get the Dow up 36, Nasdaq's down 49. You get the S&P's flat. And don't forget, folks, we just announced a virtual trading competition. TFNN is going to be giving away $10,000 in cash. And you can sign up starting today on the front page of our website at TFNN. You must be signed up by September 25th at noon. The contest is going to go from September 28th through October 3rd. Inside that contest, first place is $3,000, second place is $1,500, third is $750, fourth and fifth is $500, sixth till 10th is $250 for each slot, and then each day, Monday through Friday, we're going to give away an additional $500. That's going to be the 5 different winners that's going to be picked randomly, and that just means that you traded on the Nadex platform that day. So it's pretty cool. So check it out on the front page of TFNN. NASDAQ is going to not only getting toasted, folks, but you get a nice expansion of volume. The NASDAQ, we're going to do about 2 billion shares, and we haven't done 2 billion shares since August 1st. And the bottom line is that all that's going to set up is what? It's going to set up a lower low, expansion of volume, the distribution that's been going on in the NASDAQ for quite a while. We'll see if this is the beginning of a real markdown period. Now, the NASDAQ is going south, folks, and inside the NASDAQ, okay, it's not even the IBB that's taken it south, okay? And that's really unusual, okay? So the IBB right now is down $3.84. You're breaking a swing point from last week, and you're breaking it with volume. I expect the IBB to go a lot lower. The IBB, you know, if we're at 265, that thing wants to get down to 220 to 207. So that's a big number. Apple hasn't croaked yet. Apple today got to a higher high, couldn't handle price. The benchmark on Apple is this 100.70, or a point over it right now. What that is specifically is that was the high that was established in September of 2012, and we closed over it last week. That says that you could get higher this week. We got higher this week. We didn't get to the high, which is interesting, which is the 103. 103.74 was the week of September 5th, where we closed underneath it. We closed underneath it last week. 2 failures. No, last week we closed over it. Last week we closed at 101.66. So you closed almost 90 cents over it. That is the benchmark. Once you close underneath that with Apple, get out of the way. You know, they're going to be pushing just about everything out here. Alibaba is going to be coming out with their IPO, and I expect what you're going to see is that they're going to get that out. It looks like they want to get it out Wednesday or Thursday. And that very well could be exactly what it's going to take to get to lower price. If we go take a look at Facebook, that has come down $3 today. And what you have with Facebook is that in a matter of 6 hours, it gave back July 24th. That's pretty amazing. It's just absolutely amazing, actually. Priceline, Tesla. Tesla, and what was interesting about Tesla, TSLA. So Tesla is getting toasted and roasted out here. And last week, Musk was on, and he says they asked him about it being overvalued. He says, yeah, I think it's overvalued on a short-term basis. Bottom line is that whatever's hitting this today is hitting it in a big way. So Tesla has 15 million shares. It's down $25. So that's 10% in one day. It's down. That's pretty intense. And thus far, it's only given back to August 8th, meaning that the whole trading from that level back gives it up. If we go over to the NDX 100, and you want to see the correlation with price and volume, we'll pull up these futures. NQ. Okay, so what you're going to see is this. Intraday, okay? You talk about someone hitting the futures in the NASDAQ. Man, they slammed this thing, and they slammed it good. Right at the open at 9:30. Let me put this up. I'll put this up on a shorter term. Instead of 4 days, I'm going to put up 2 days so you can see this correlation. They wasted no time, 0 time. Market opens up. The first slam down was 16,000 contracts in a 10-minute basis. The second one was even larger, though. The second one, you got slammed down with 24,000 contracts. That took out all the swing points with volume, with extraordinary volume. And what that sets up, so let's see, on a conservative basis, you get 47. Is that 0.47? 0.47. It's not that bad. So 47, it'll take 53 away from 47. So that sets up, we're not there yet. That sets up, you know, about a 39.80 price point thus far. And what you do have, oh, thanks, I have to pull up Netflix too. What you do have is that the composite or the NQs get back inside 39.83. NFLX. So if we go take a look at Netflix, oh, I see. Oh, yeah, they're slamming these things. Netflix is down 18.63. That has volume also. What Netflix has done, then Netflix in 6 hours is just given back to July 2nd. That's pretty intense. No doubt. LinkedIn also, LNDK, DK. So So LinkedIn is down. Oh, look at that. That's down 17 bucks too. Man, they're slamming these babies. Holy cow. Okay, so you got LinkedIn down. Look at this. That's down $17 at 207. LinkedIn's given back to August 8th in 6.5 hours. That's what happens in downdrafts, folks. Okay, the amazing part is the amount of time, number one, that it stays sideways, distribution's going on, and then bang. See ya. Don't want to be ya. What is intriguing, which is coming across the tape in the last few hours, is this, is that this has been, let me find this again for a second. Okay, so check this out. So they're in the bond market, folks, okay, there's bonds that trade off of inflation expectations. And so what you have inside that market right now, this has been the lowest that anyone, lowest demand that type of product has had in years. That's a heads up in the aspect that when you always see something like that, it's like, okay, you know, are we ready for some inflation coming into the marketplace? And Chipotle is down $9.20. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. You stay right there, folks. We'll be coming right back. Don't forget, come over to our website at TFNN. We just started today at the virtual trading competition. We're going to be giving away $10,000 in cash. Everyone can sign up unless you work for TFNN. Right on the front page of TFNN. It's free. We're going to be right back. Welcome, folks. This is Tom O'Brien of TFNN. We go 5 days a week. We go 10 hours a day. We go 24 hours a day on the internet at TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. Hope everyone's having a great day, safe day. Let's make it a great night, folks, and a great week. Let's take a look at one of our belief cards. This is by Marlo Giordano. Be strong. Go with your heart and believe in miracles, because anything can happen. I would say can and will happen. Market-wise, let's take a look at it out here. We had the Dow Industrials up 43, NASDAQ down 48, S&P's flat. Gold contract up $3.20, trading at $1,234 an ounce. 1,234, I like that. Silver up 6 cents at $18.67. Platinum down 10 at $1,362 an ounce. Copper off 2 pennies at $3.08 a pound. Light sweet crude up 54 cents, trading at $92.80 a barrel. Bonds. We had the 10-year and the 30-year reject lower price today. Have lighter volume. Ended up going topside. Not a huge amount, but bottom line, rejected lower price, had lighter volume, goes topside. 10 years up 5 ticks at 124.05. 30 years up 10 ticks at 136.05. King dollar up 10 ticks at 84.25. The euro down 26 at 129.37, and the yen down 17 at 107.17. Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Give us a call, folks. Want to know what's going on in your world? In the world of the S&Ps, let's take a look at them. Now, this is really cool, folks, because this is something that's very hard to do. And what you have is that it could look that you get divergence, but you actually don't have divergence in the context of the art of timing the trade. And this is what it is. So, cash S&P first off, sideways move. Dow Industrials. We take a look at the Dow, and what you're going to see is this. Dow Industrials go up 43 bucks, right? And guess what? We go up with 590 million shares versus 694. So you're up on lighter volume. You're at 17,031, and it'd have to get back outside 17,151 just to get in the higher range. Bottom line, you're still in the lower range. That's saying Dow Industrials want to trade down to 16,333. NASDAQ, folks, got smoked. NASDAQ Composite, you're down 48 bucks. We're at 45.18, and the composite itself turned around and had a nice expansion of volume. When you're talking about expansion of volume, NASDAQ has done 1.922 billion. That's after making highs with 1.7. NDX 100, the 3 Qs. You take a look at the 3 Qs, same setup in the 3 Qs. On Friday, you had that slight expansion. We did 30 million. Today, it did 31 million. You're down 96 cents. Not that that's a lot. The NDX 100 itself would still have to get back inside 97.51. So you're talking about another $1 down, another day like today, in order to get back inside that lower range. Then what that would have set up is a false break topside. Can't whack them up. You're going to take them down. Gold contract. What we have with gold out here is this. Gold got under the lows of last Friday, closed at 1234. Gold's going to get back inside 1241. What gold is doing, which is really encouraging in the aspect of where this baby wants to go, is it has come back to the lows that were established in June of 2013 as well as December 2013, and we're talking about coming back to those areas with dramatically lighter volume. The correlation goes 36 million last week versus 63 versus 109. That's telling me the gold equities, the silver equities, were stronger than the contract number one. They didn't go down and break their lows out as they had done when gold was trading out at this lower price before. That's saying that gold wants to turn around, go topside. Bond market out here, the bond market's the ever-ready bunny, folks. Bottom line, you came down hard last 2 weeks. There's no doubt about that. You came down on the 10-year from 125.30 to 123.29. But guess what? The bond market couldn't even break its lowest swing point. Now, by the way, this is not the first time. The bond market, even when it seems to get hit, has not been able to break lower swing prices. And one of the main reasons go like this, is that each surge forward has been pretty dramatic, meaning the surge is huge. See, the last surge that we had in the bond market, the 10-year went from 123.12 up to 126.12. 3 points. That's like insanity in the bond market. Then what do? Well, we traced all right, but we didn't get all the way to the swing point. You don't get to the swing point, and you do that on lighter volume and correlation of how you went up, and this is in any market, guess what? You're going up higher. That's what the bond market, that's what the 10-year did. That's what the 30-year has done. 30-year, the swing point, the swing low on the 30-year is 134.31. You only get to 135.26. Same deal. So it's going to be wild watching this whole baby shake out. King Dollar. What do we have with King Dollar? So King Dollar, folks, looks like it's ready to take a little rest here. King Dollar made a sweet move. No two ways about that. Now what you've done is that you're backing off these higher levels. I expect you're going to get some kind of retracement. That will free up the gold and silver market. I expect to get into higher price. There's a lot of action, no doubt, that is out here right now. When you take a look at the NDX 100, and you remember something, the NASDAQ likes to lead the way up and on the way down. The NASDAQ took over leadership out here today, and they took it over with a vengeance on the way down. You had Tesla down $25. Micron was off $150. You had Activision down $1. You had TripAdvisor off $4. PCLN, Priceline was down $10. CMG was off $8.96. Netflix, NFLX was down $18. There was some big numbers down, and they were down with not only volume, folks, but large volume. Expansion, it came fast, it came furious, and I expect you're going to see much lower prices. As you come over to our website at TFNN, folks, okay, we just announced at the beginning of the last hour a $10,000 cash giveaway virtual trading contest. Now, the way this works, you can sign up starting today. It's free to sign up. It's free to enter it. The whole thing is free. As long as you don't work for TFNN, bottom line, you can be in the contest. And what it is that on the front page of TFNN, you'll see how you sign up. It's going to be on the Nadex platform. You have from today until Thursday, September 25th at noontime to sign up. There'll be no more sign-ups after that. That following Sunday, the contest starts. The contest is going to be from Sunday until Friday. The dates on that contest are going to be from September 28th through October 3rd. First place is going to be $3,000. Second place, $1,500. Third, $750. Fourth and fifth, $500 a piece. 6th through the 10th is going to be $250 a piece. Then on top of that, each day of the contest, we're going to give away $500. That's going to be the 5 different winners, $100 a piece plus the art of time in the trade. And that, when the contest is going on, is going to be random drawing as long as you traded inside the Nadex platform that morning. So check it out on the front page of TFNN. We're going to have a lot of fun, and you'll get to understand how this Nadex product works, number one, free, and hopefully you'll win some money doing this. What we do have, which is really cool, is you get volatility inside the marketplace right now, volatility inside the commodities, volatility inside the currencies, and that's what you need for any type of trading. Volatility is a trader's best friend. That's what it really comes down to. Inside the commodity market out here, what we have today is this. You had, let's see. So, cattle was down slightly. Heating oil was flat. Crude oil was up 56 cents. Gasoline was up 59. So let's go over to gasoline first, because gasoline looks to me that it is making its way down to much lower price. So we'll see how this bounce came in today. Oh, this is good, too. Okay. So the bounce in today, yeah, light of oil. It's a beautiful thing. We're down on 50,000 contracts, and you're up on 34. Yeah. This oil market's not done on the way down. Gas, heating oil, all you folks out there, we're going to be saving some money in the right now and in the next few months. You stay right there, folks, and get that Tigress, Amy Smith from IBD coming up.
TFNN is excited about our new software charting program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts. In collaboration with Tom O'Brien and using his best-selling book, The Art of Timing the Trade, Your Ultimate Trading Mastery System, David White has programmed an outstanding piece of software that will complement any trader's methodology. Using this first-of-its-kind program, The Art of Timing the Trade Charts allows you to scan thousands of stocks for Fibonacci formation setups, including Gartleys, ABCs, butterflies, and much more. The Art of Timing the Trade Charts is designed to help you when scouring the markets for stocks just beginning to form the trading patterns that many investors spend days, weeks, or even months searching to find. And right now, we're offering licenses available at only $79 a month. We are so confident that you're going to love this new charting software that will even give you a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. Don't miss out on this incredible new piece of software. Get your copy of The Art of Timing the Trade Charts today by visiting TFNN.com. The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN, and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
With the launch of Tiger TV, TFNN has brought our programming to the next level. With Tiger TV, you can gain access to each host's charts and computer screens as they host their daily stock program. Whether it's Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, David White, Larry Pezzamento, Andy Hecht, Thinkorswim, or Terrell Martin, you can catch all of our technicians hosting their programs live and archived on Tiger TV for your viewing pleasure 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you haven't checked out Tiger TV, then visit TFNN.com and see what you're missing.
Daryl Martin coined the phrase diagnostic trading, and we're happy to announce that his diagnostic box spread analyzer has finally been released. The Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer helps you easily identify the best box spreads on Nadex in seconds, plus you receive access to the diagnostic deviation levels, as well as step-by-step training videos teaching you how to trade Nadex spreads so you can quickly master the mechanics of this simple yet powerful trading instrument. By pulling live data from the Nadex exchange, the Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer does all the math for you, calculating risk, reward potential, distance to break even for both outright spreads and spreads used to hedge the underlying market. Visit the front page of TFNN.com today to get your 2-week free trial to Daryl Martin's Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer and gain access to the valuable information it can provide when trading the Nadex box spreads.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Tom takes your phone calls now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Welcome back, folks. We had the Dow Industrials finish up 43, Nasdaq down 48, S&Ps out there were flat. And as we do every Monday at 20 past the second hour, we have our Tigress, Amy Smith from IBD. And folks, if you haven't test drove, whether it's investors.com for 2 weeks or the print edition of Investor Business Daily, you can do it right here, absolutely free. The way you do it, come to TFNN, hit the banner on the right-hand side. You can take your choice, either the digital edition for 2 weeks or the actual paper. Amy Smith, what's going on?
Hey, Mr. Tom. Well, we had a heat wave this weekend, so I have been in the air conditioning, but otherwise everything's fine.
Oh, yeah? What's a heat wave in California?
I was going to say, compared to you guys, probably, I mean, we were up, 90, 91.
Oh, that gets hot. No,
it's a little hot. It was.
Yeah, that's definitely hot. No doubt about it.
But speaking of what was not hot today was the market. This was a fairly ugly day, I thought. It's kind of a stealth day because, the Dow was up, but the NASDAQ was down. But, some of the leaders that had been they've been holding up. Maybe they hadn't been making a lot of headway, but
yes.
Under Armour, Netflix, newer IPO, Mobileye, Baidu, Facebook. I mean, they were all under some selling pressure. And Tesla really crashed today. I don't know if you saw that one. It was down like 9%.
Yeah. No, there's no doubt. There's... in that, certainly which Investor Business Daily teach you, that was definitely not mom and pop selling.
It wasn't. That was some heavy duty. And I think we've got a lot of things going on. We've got the skittishness ahead of Wednesday's Fed policy. We have, maybe Scotland's seceding from the UK. We got some Middle East worries. We got some more Russia fears. I think the market's just a little on the skittish side right now.
Yeah, there's no doubt. The thing in Scotland cracks me up because, first off, I'm 1/4 Scottish and 3/4 Irish. Okay, so I'm a little prejudiced in this deal.
Okay.
But it cracks me up because the power players all are saying, no, it's going to be the end of the world for Scotland. I'm saying to myself, folks, Greater Boston has 4.5 million people in it. Scotland has 5 million people. So if in fact They're saying it's going to be the end of the world. Why are they fighting so much? They're fighting so much for that North Sea oil. That's what they're going to lose. Okay?
Yeah, well, I'll tell you, and it's right. Even David Beckham and J.K. Rowling and a whole bunch of people have come out. This will be horrible for Scotland. It's really quite a campaign. It will be interesting to see what happens.
It's all about power. It's about power controlling people. That's all it's about. It's always, where's the money? Follow the money, honey. That's it. Okay,
that's true.
So let's follow this. Alibaba. So Alibaba's the number this week, no doubt.
Yeah. This is another one. This will be fascinating just to see because they're saying now they have so many orders already that they might have to increase the price range instead of pricing. So that was one thing. You had 800 money managers attend the roadshow at the Waldorf Astoria in Manhattan.
Wow,
that's a lot of people. There was a presentation by Jack Ma, and, even in Boston, like your old stomping grounds, they had to turn people away because the facilities were so full. So there's definitely
amazing.
Interest.
Yeah, and when you're talking about the money managers, folks, each one of those money managers, I suspect, just to get invited to that, were dealing, managing quite a bit of money, no doubt, right?
Well, absolutely. Now, something I really did not know, as we were doing some reading and some research, did you know that a lot of people in Brazil are using Alibaba?
I read that article. I know. Isn't that cool?
That's crazy. So, Brazil has a growing middle class.
Yep.
And they like to buy these brand names. So there's this thing called Alibaba AliExpress.
Right.
And it's in Portuguese.
Right.
And so people in Brazil are going on to this Chinese site. We think of Alibaba being a Chinese e-commerce company. But the people in Brazil, they have huge numbers going on Alibaba and buying goods, which just crazy.
And the savings, folks, is dramatic. The savings that the folks in Brazil are making, we're talking about like saving over 60 to 70% on the exact same thing that they're selling in the stores in Brazil. So
that's right.
It's dramatic. Yeah, it's so cool how the internet is just changing things. And does it very quickly.
Well, and here's the other kick too. Alibaba has some nice, swank new offices in San Francisco.
Oh yeah.
And now the question is, are they going to come in and hit the American market? I mean, I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, they're going to be fighting Amazon left and right.
That's what I think too.
Yeah, in fact, let me just look at Amazon today. Well, Amazon wants to go a lot lower anyway. It's down $7 today. But the game is on here, big time.
Game is on. So we'll see what happens. The IPO is going to be crazy on Friday, just crazy.
So it's Friday that they plan on coming out. Okay, that's good to know.
They price it out on Thursday, and then Friday's the first day of trading.
Cool. Dunkin' Brands.
Okay, this one cracked me up too, Tom. I did this because, you're familiar with this from being in Boston.
Randolph, Massachusetts. That's what it is.
I landed in Boston, and there was a Dunkin' Donuts right when I got off the plane.
Hey, did you notice? Now, did you notice that the Dunkin' Donuts at the airport off the plane has a big line, and if you walk about, you'd be walking about another 70 yards on your left-hand side, a Starbucks has no line.
Yeah, I know.
Isn't that crazy?
It is crazy.
That blows my mind.
They love it. Well, now Dunkin' Brands is expanding into India.
Okay.
And I thought this was very interesting. They're going to serve regional products to cater to local tastes. They have one called the Wicked Wrap, which is basically spicy chicken tenders and nachos wrapped in a multi-grain tortilla.
Really?
And then as a take on kind of that chai tea type taste, they're going to do a spiked iced tea. It's freshly brewed iced tea with spices. I just thought the fact that they're going into that space, into India, the interesting choice. There's a lot of people in India.
Oh, no doubt. And not only that's serving chicken. That's a trip.
Isn't that interesting? Now, the company's already recruiting heavily in Texas. I want to know what business is not going into Texas. Everybody's going into Texas.
There's no doubt. The economy's huge there. And the place is huge. You know what's going to be intriguing is that I guess, a Starbucks brand or a Dunkin' brand, I know from even doing workshops, and you're going to get this feedback from being on here. There's no doubt about it. When you're doing the loyalty is huge for Dunkin' Donuts, and the loyalty is huge for Starbucks. So it's really intriguing, and I guess it's just whatever is your taste bud. Do you know what I mean?
Do you prefer the Dunkin' brand's coffee to the Starbucks coffee?
No, I can't stand Dunkin' Donuts, and I used to love it. You know, I grew up with it. I can't stand it. It's like night and day. But I have plenty of friends that tell me I'm out of my mind. Like, you know, I'm a traitor. Like, don't even come to my house.
Well, is it?
And they're joking, but they're not joking. I'm not kidding.
Are they now? Is it because the coffee's weaker?
I don't think it's weaker. It's just a different taste. It's a different taste, yeah.
Do you like a more robust cup of coffee?
Yeah, I like Sumatras. I like the darker the better.
Yeah, I mean, if you make it a double espresso, that's about my cup of coffee. That's kind of like what I like.
That's a beautiful thing. And hey, have you ever tried butter in it?
Butter in coffee?
Okay, so this is called bulletproof butter. Okay,
what?
This is what you got to do. Oh, this is serious business. You got to take Kerry butter, right? Unsalted Kerry butter.
Okay.
Take a good, you know, if you take your finger and like double it, you take that, put it in a cup first, right? Then you get one of those bullet mixes, put a cup into it, do it up. Oh, it's insane, and it's really good for you too because you get that good saturated fat, and that's what you're working on versus working on your sugar all day.
So I never put sugar in my coffee, but I have never heard of putting butter in my coffee. Okay, I will tell you next week. I'm going to try it.
Well, it's a beautiful thing, Amy. Listen, folks, get over to our website at TFNN, hit the investor.com banner, and check out Investor Business Daily, and check out what city she's going to be in next. Amy, you have a great week, safe week. We look forward to speaking to you next week.
You too. Take care.
Come right back, folks.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
We're told to follow our passion and everything else will fall into place. I hope that's what each of you are doing each and every day. Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Money Master Show at TFNN.com, and my passion for technical analysis is what led me to the most fundamental discovery in pattern recognition, the Rhodes Momentum Indicator, market scanner, and trading strategy, a set of tools that identify the momentum and power of the trend, the likes of which have never been seen before, for every market and every time frame. Yes, folks, the trend is your friend, unless you're on the other side. New to technical analysis? This is the place to start. And experienced traders, take advantage of the trend like never before. Experience the power of the Rhodes Momentum Indicator each day, available to subscribers of my newsletter service, Mastering Probability. I guarantee your satisfaction for the next 30 days unconditionally, so there's no risk to you other than being on the wrong side of the trend. Mastering Probability, available on the homepage of TFNN.com. And folks, live with passion.
you take a hands-on approach to managing your investments. And whether you're bullish or bearish on U.S. Treasuries, the ETFs from Direction Shares are there to help you magnify your perspective. Bull ETFs for a rising market and bear ETFs for a falling market. Direction Shares gives you the tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at directionshares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC. Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund is currently offering 4-year first mortgages on many of the fully renovated properties that it has purchased. The first mortgages are third-party appraised with a maximum loan-to-value ratio of 70%, providing a secured investment that pays a fixed return of 5% annually, which works out to a monthly income of more than $416 per $100,000 investment with your principal intact and secured. These 4-year first mortgages are perfect for anyone looking for a secured investment that provides monthly income much like a CD. For more information, email tigerfund@tfnn.com or click on the Tiger Real Estate Opportunity Fund banner along the right side of the tfnn.com homepage or call our office directly at 877-518-9190. There's a limited supply, so act now.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks. Dow Industrials finished up 43, NASDAQ down 48, S&Ps were flat. And as we do each and every Monday at 35 past the second hour, we have our man, Mr. Chad Coco. Chad, folks, was at TD Ameritrade, Thinkorswim, does an outstanding show here each and every Tuesday, 12 to 1 Eastern Standard Time. If you haven't test drove the Thinkorswim platform yet, folks, come over to our website at TFNN. Now, you're going to see the banner on the top, on the side, or both. You can hit that banner, bring you over to TD Ameritrade Thinkorswim. You can bring up the account. They will let you trade with paper money inside that account. Chad does an outstanding job every Tuesday, 12 to 1 Eastern Standard Time, walking you through the platform #1, walking you through the different strategies. I happen to use Thinkorswim and have for years, whether I'm trading options, commodities, futures, or currencies. It's all on one platform. Chad Coco, what's going on?
How's it going?
It's going great, man. Well, you know, it's kind of neat here. We get some divergence out here. You know, S&P stayed flat, but some of those kings and queens in the NASDAQ, the momentum trade gets absolutely crushed out here today.
Sure have, yeah. The Dow Jones is up. Everything else seems to be down a little bit. We also saw a little pop in the VIX, which is nice for the option premium.
No doubt. And I guess what's going to get intriguing coming into this Friday, and, you know, what you have, folks, is that, you know, we were talking with Chad last week, and the weekly expirations, options expiration, or the weekly contracts, rather, have gone up astronomically, meaning the amount of contracts that get traded. And I expect what you're going to see this Friday is going to be amazing because of the aspect. That's when good old Alibaba plans their IPO. So it's like, you know, did all these momentum plays get whacked out here today? Just fulfilling a type of deal that, okay, you're pushing one thing out to buy something else, you know what I'm saying? Or is it just the market just ready to fall apart in the aspect that Alibaba will basically ring the bell at the top?
Yeah, we'll see. We also noticed that, so there's a news article I saw today where George Soros is bringing his hedge against his portfolio from 3% up to 16%. He's doing that all in options, which is kind of interesting to see out there.
That's huge, man. Yeah, that's huge.
It really is.
Well, you know, I think it was about 6 or 7 weeks ago. I think it was about 6 weeks, maybe 4 to 6 weeks ago. And that's when, I guess at that point, it wasn't saying who was putting the hedge on, but there was someone that was putting an astronomical amount of options on the S&P. You know?
Oh, yeah, I saw that as well. I'm guessing that's probably our guy George.
And that might be him coming out with it right now. Yeah, no, I can see that. You know, when you do look at the aspect that the individual, like whether, you know, it's the Teslas of the world, and of course, you know, Tesla, what happened out here today, folks, is that Tesla got whacked beyond belief, okay? It was down 10%, 25 bucks. And, you know, when Chad comes on and he talks about strategies inside the option market, you know, if you're a trader, it's important to understand that in Tesla's case, Tesla has a 26% short interest. Well, a stock that is $253, that was $275 this morning, you don't want to be basically short in a stock when, in fact, you could do a put spread or something inside the option market to have a defined risk.
Right, yeah, to define your risk, there's a lot of premium still to be had. So you can sell a put spread, or sell a call spread, rather, collect some premium on that, have defined a risk trade, and if it goes in your favor, stays where it's at, or even goes a little bit against you, you still get to keep all that premium you sold, which is it's a wonderful way to trade that.
Yeah, there's no doubt. And, you know, a lot of these high flyers, no doubt. Let me just go look at Netflix just for a second, because I mean, you know, Netflix. Yeah, Netflix is not that bad. Netflix is only 11% short interest. You know, which is still a lot. You know, but the bottom line is that Netflix also came down with some juice. I think, you know, we're gonna see some nice volatility coming in this market. So what is interesting, I did a couple options trades this past week, and this is inside my daily newsletter, Chad, and so it's a little bit different doing it inside a newsletter, of course, versus doing it personally because you have people following you. But it was so intriguing because, well, I guess they've been on for 2 weeks right now, because the premiums were so low. It was like, man, this is like insane. It actually blew my mind, you know. Now, these are Dow stocks, and because it was like almost, there was a premium, but it was so minimal, it was insane. So as soon as they start moving, of course, you know, they start moving into where we want them to move, but now you see the premium start juicing them too, which is really sweet.
Yeah. Gain both ways, both direction and an increase in volatility.
Yeah, there's no doubt. Listen, folks, tomorrow, 12 to 1 Eastern Standard Time, you can listen to Chad. Great show. And, of course, don't forget, at TFNN, folks, we start all our programming at 8 o'clock in the morning, go 8 to 6. And, Chad, what we've just announced today, we're actually doing a $10,000 cash giveaway virtual trading competition. So this good. Yeah, it's a beautiful thing. So, folks, you can sign up right on the front page of TFNN. Check out the details. Chad, you have a great night, safe night, and, of course, we look forward to speaking to you tomorrow.
You as well. Thanks.
Okay, man. Have a great one. Have a safe one.
Bye.
After the closeout here, folks, well, hey, let's go over to the UK first. We'll take a look at the FTSE. FTSE out here today, flat market, down 275. We are at 68.04 right now in the FTSE. The FTSE, folks, has not been able to make it over its highs for the past year and a half. You know, keeps bouncing up against them, can't handle it. The highs we're talking about are the 68.94. So we're only 94 bucks off it. But the way that is set up, guess what? You can't bust it up, wants to bust it down. The DAX in Germany. Now, the DAX in Germany is the essence of how the NASDAQ likes to trade. And, you know, there's no doubt the DAX, the last high in the DAX was 10,050. But yet when we did that counter trend bounce going up to 9,700, that's all it could handle. The thing that the DAX has, though, which is really dangerous for the NASDAQ, and I suspect for our markets in general, is this. So picture something. The DAX has made it back to its highs, just about back to its highs. But what the DAX had also done is this. And this goes all the way back, folks, right, to what we're dealing with is that the downdraft that was created in February. You know, so you have these February 5th downdrafts that are benchmarks in the marketplace. Then you went totally topside, flat out, never looked back. And what the DAX did is this. So the DAX makes its first low, the week of February 5th at 9,071. And we do it with volume. Guess what? Does the same as our NASDAQ does, the S&P's does, goes back to highs. In March, it comes down and breaks that high volume swing low with volume again. So now you get a high volume swing low at 8,900. Guess what? Looks around, says, see ya, don't want to be ya. I'm going to go to highs again. It goes from 8,900 all the way up to 9,900. That's a huge move, right? Yeah, especially 8,900. It's 10%. Guess what? Comes flying down again from the 10,000 and does another high volume low. This is a disaster. So we did 465 million, taken out. Well, it was 520. So it didn't. The last one didn't have more volume. It was 465 versus 520 versus 405. So the bottom line is that this high volume bar is still going to get hit because then we went up and made a high with 372 million. That correlation. So when we look at that correlation, we're talking about from the very beginning of the year, the NASDAQ has already shown what it's all about today. Fast, furious, huge volume. The DAX on a very subtle nature has shown it. That whole area up there is distribution. The DAX wants to trade down to 8,000. At 8,000, guess what? That's a 20% correction. That's a big number. The NASDAQ looked that it had a huge amount to go down just to get inside its lower trading range. But guess what? In the course of 6.5 hours, we got 48 points down. The inside its lower range is 44.85. And that is only 33 points from where we are right now. What I expect you're going to get out of that, folks, is that we're going to get follow-through tomorrow. Why am I thinking you're going to get follow-through? Because what tends to happen is this. And the momentum stocks, once they break, it's fast, it's furious, and it's a day trader's game. And once the turn takes place, what do you think they do? As the turn takes place, you just start selling them down. You get out of your longs, you take the momentum, and you start selling them all the way down. So they'll cascade. That's basically the essence of it. And the cascade today inside the NASDAQ didn't have the IBB behind it. The IBB is going to get behind it. Those biotechs are going to get toasted and roasted. This is Tom O'Brien. This is TFNN. Dow Industrials finished up 43. NASDAQ off 49. S&Ps are flat. We're going to be right back.
Andy Heck's powerful weekly newsletter, the Technomental Commodity Report, has delivered multiple triple-digit winning trades in recent months. And right now's the perfect time to get a full month-long trial to Andy's newsletter with no obligation to pay anything. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Technomental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you'll lock in the low rate of only $59 a month. Sign up right now for the Technomental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock in option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
Who says you can't take it with you? TFNN says you can. With your mobile device and TFNN's live radio streams, TFNN has put it all in the palm of your hands. No special apps to download. No subscription fees for live radio or Tiger TV streams. We say you can.
Now let's go over to the dollar, because the dollar is going to be the generator. It is the generator of basically higher dollar, lower market. And what the dollar has done, and this whole uptrend, folks, has just gone sideways. The way it works, folks, is this.
We say you can. The Tiger Financial News Network. Smart investors and professional traders know you can. TFNN.com. Educating investors. This segment is brought to you by TFNN. Test drive all the newsletters for free at TFNN.com.
Tom O'Brien.
Welcome back, folks. We had the Dow finish up 43, NASDAQ down 48. NASDAQ is the number here, folks. And if we go through a bunch of these high flyers and take a look at them, what you're going to see is this. We start with Tesla. Tesla's down 10% today. Talk about giving it back, man. And this just never ends, folks. This is how it always goes. It takes a long time to get up there, and the elevator down is fast as furious. Tesla did 16 million shares today, and what's screaming with Tesla is this, is that, in fact, if you look at this last 6 months and you just set up a channel line, you'll see that you're right at the line. You actually haven't, even though you're down 10%, because of the way Tesla went up, we haven't broken the uptrend yet. However, you are right at that break. The break on a trend basis is 248.22. We hit 249. I expect what you're going to see out here tomorrow is Tesla's going to slice right through it. Why? Because the expansion volume is dramatic, 16.4 million. That's the first part. Now, you bring this back a little bit further, and what you're going to see is that we are You're inside 265. Once you're inside 265, you go to the bottom of it, which is at 208. That's going to be pretty incredible. That in the course of, in the course of 1 month, you can go from 291 to 208. Netflix, NFLX. So we have with Netflix today down with 2.9 million shares, taken back quite a bit. We put Netflix on a weekly basis, put it back for a year, and what you're going to see with Netflix is that we got back inside 458. Now, Netflix, this is a crucial one to get your head wrapped around. This is why. Netflix had made a high in March of 214, 458. Then did a retracement back to 299. So you're talking about going back 120 points like nonstop. Guess what? Then it goes up 125 points. Makes another high. Now, when I made the higher high, you did it. In fact, let me put this on a monthly so we can get the monthly basis because that's going to be more important. Okay. So monthly basis, when we took out the 2011 swing point was real. Monthly was 102 million. You blow that away with 120. Okay, so that baby's real. Then, guess what happens? You go higher with 45 million, you come down with 92 million. You go higher with 39 million. Netflix is on its way to 380. And right now, you're at 457. That is one monster number. And you can see that correlation. What the correlation there is when it took its swing out, that was real. That's cool. You took it out with volume, wants to go higher. And, that higher price point could be argued that it actually hit it. So watch this. This is really cool, actually. Because if you do the price projection when it took it out, you take the bottom of it, which is $52. You take the high, which is $304. So you get $250. You add $250 onto the $304, which gives you $550. We hit $489. So it didn't get the full thing, but $550 would be the price point. You hit the high with dramatically lighter volume, and now we're coming off that high with juice. That's good. That's setting up much lower prices. Facebook, FB. You take a look at Facebook, down 290 today. Not that's a huge amount. You get 49 million shares. You take Facebook, we bring this back. You put this on a 5-year monthly, and what you're going to see is this. First high, there's where it wants to go right there, $54. So Facebook, the first leg down, I suspect it's going to be 63. You get volume at the 63, you're going to be 54. 54 is basically game up here. We made a high last month with 590 million. That was going. That was one half the volume that was taken out at 77.50. So March of 2014, you had 1.2 billion traded. You took that out with 590 million. That's what distribution's all about, folks. That's what distribution is all about when you're trading up at highs. It's a big number one, and what I do expect you're going to see is that these momentum stocks, when they start selling them, it's fast, it's furious, and the game's over. And what you will see is that it's just about all the momentum stocks, because momentum in itself, folks, is a type of trading. And that type of trading is you go fast, you go furious on the way up, and guess what? On the way down. Amazon down $7 today. Not that that's a lot, but Amazon also does have a high volume. Low out here, 288. That wants to run after the 288 level, So this is going to get intriguing as to, number one, because it looks like you have divergence, but it's not divergence, meaning that the Dow went up, but it went up a dramatically lighter volume. NASDAQ went down an extra couple hundred million. The SPY hasn't broken yet. Inside the SPY, just so you understand something, it's information technology. That is the largest weighting structure inside the SPY. What we do have, however, inside there is that thing's ready to fall apart. The SPY just came back inside the lower range. That lower range, the price point on that lower range is 199.06. What that sets up is 190.55. Bottom line, folks, if you're long this market, get stops in. You've had a dynamite run. Don't give it back, because you can see when you're looking at some of these equities, it's fast, it's furious. In fact, as to where the indices are in the context of where the amount of equities are, inside the Russell, you have over 30% of the stocks already down over 20%. Inside the S&P, I think it's like 20% of them are already down over 20%. So there's plenty of individual equities that have already got toasted and roasted. Don't forget, folks, we announced today a virtual trading contest. We're going to be giving away $10,000 in cash. The sign-up just started today. You have from today to sign up until September 25th at noontime. The contest itself is going to be from September 28th through October 3rd. We're going to be giving away the first prize is $3,000 in cash. Second prize is $1,500. Third is $750. Fourth and fifth is $500. Sixth through 10th is $250. And then each trading day, we're going to be giving away $500 in cash to 5 separate winners. And all you have to do is be on the Nadex platform and make a trade. Those cash prizes, Monday through Friday of the trading week from September 28th to October 3rd, we'll be giving out on a random count. Check it out at the front page of TFNN.com. Always remember, folks, whatever you think about, you bring about. Whatever you focus on grows. And whatever you want in life, folks, visualize it like a nice big motion picture. Step into it, take ownership of it, and fly with it. Thanks for being here, folks. Have a great night, safe night. Look forward to speaking it right here tomorrow. Go get them, folks.